Hello, dear viewers, and welcome to this special edition from our daily debate. Today's edition is dedicated for special coverage for the House of Representatives elections 2025, as the Egyptians abroad are wrapping up and finishing the second day of the vote for the runoff of the first stage of the House of Representatives elections. Runoff for the Egyptian expatriates, and tomorrow and after tomorrow will witness the elections for the people inside of Egypt domestically. And we'll start our special edition of the daily debate with the top stories. Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli witnessed on Tuesday the inauguration of Baioumy factory for the automotive electrical cables in Badr City, one of the largest factories in the world for the German company. During the inauguration ceremony, Prime Minister Madbouli hailed the company's success in Egypt and emphasized the government's support to the foreign investments. For his part, Deputy Prime Minister for Industrial Development, Minister of Industry and Transportation, Kamil El-Wazir, said that laying the foundation stone for the new industrial complex paved the way towards localizing the automotive industry in Egypt. The minister added that it would also create many job opportunities and enhance Egypt's position as a regional hub for the automotive industry. During the factory's inauguration ceremony, Engineer Sharif Al-Dessouqi, chairman of Baioumy Egypt, gave a presentation about Baioumy, noting that Baioumy Germany is one of the largest manufacturers of the automotive wiring harness for both conventional fuel-powered and the modern electric vehicles. The global Baioumy company has 15 factories in Egypt, marking it one of the largest factories for the manufacturing automotive electrical cables, with products exported to many countries worldwide. The new project is part of the state's effort to support direct foreign investments, develop local industry, and create jobs for youth. The National Election Authority held a press conference earlier today where the Egyptians abroad are continuing to cast their ballot at the embassies and consulate in the second and final day of the rerun for the first phase of the House of Representatives election on Tuesday. 30 constituencies in 10 governorates are included in the rerun of the first phase of the elections, vying for 58 seats. Heads of diplomatic missions abroad are supervising the voting process under the umbrella of the National Election Authority. Foreign Minister Badr Abdel-Ati said Egypt hopes to attract more European investment and enhance the private sector partnerships between the two sides. The minister's remarks came during his meeting with the European Council President Charles Michel, where they discussed the means of boosting Egyptian-European relations and the latest developments in the Middle East region. During the meeting, the two officials reviewed a number of regional issues, including the situation in Gaza Strip, with Minister Abdel-Ati noting that Egypt was exerting its utmost efforts to maintain the ceasefire in Gaza according to the Sharm el-Sheikh peace agreement. Abdel-Ati also stressed the significance of implementing of the United Nations Security Council resolution number 2803 tackling the situation in the Gaza Strip. And back to our topic for our special coverage tonight, where the Egyptian expats vote in the rerun of the parliamentary polls in 30 constituencies with the annulled results. More details in the following report.
Egyptians abroad voted in the rerun of the first phase of the House of Representatives elections in 30 constituencies whose results had previously been annulled. The Executive Director of the National Elections Authority, the NEA, Ahmed Ben Dari, announced that the rerun ordered by the High Administrative Court covered 10 governorates with candidates vying for 58 seats. Egyptian embassies and consulates in 117 countries received voters over 2 days, Monday and Tuesday. Benderi praised Egyptians' strong participation in the previous rounds and urged citizens to vote again and choose representatives who reflect their aspirations. Meanwhile, voting inside Egypt will be held on the 10th and 11th of December. If runoffs are required, voting abroad would be held on the 31st of December and 1st of January, and inside Egypt on the 3rd and 4th of January. The 30 constituencies annulled by court rulings span 10 governorates, with the largest number concentrated in Upper Egypt and Greater Cairo. Giza tops the list with 7 districts affected, followed by Minya with 5 and Bihira with 4. Losul and Aswan each have 3 annulled constituencies, whilst Asyut also has 3. The New Valley Governorate has 2 cancelled districts. Alexandria, Sohag and Fayum each account for 1. The National Election Authority announced the results of the second phase of the 2025 House of Representatives elections during a press conference on Tuesday. The seats in Parliament consist of 284 individual seats and 284 closed party list seats, with 28 additionally appointed by the President. The electoral law passed in May marks out of 143 constituencies for individual seats and 4 constituencies for party lists. The party list constituencies include Cairo and the Middle and South Delta, North, Middle and South Upper Egypt, with each representing 102 seats. The Eastern Nile Delta and Alexandria and Western Delta both represent 40 seats. Then the party block vote seats, a party list wins all seats available if it receives more than 50% of the vote. However, if no list receives more than 50%, a second round is held between the top 2 parties, and the list with the most vote wins all the seats. Party lists contain quotas, with each list required to have 51 women, 3 Christians, 2 candidates for workers and farmers, 2 for young people, and 1 each set aside for the physically disabled as well as expatriates.
Welcome back to our special coverage for the House of Representatives elections rerun for the first phase for the expatriates, and tomorrow and after tomorrow for the domestic elections. And we are very much delighted to be joined over the phone by Ambassador Gamal Baioumy, former Assistant Foreign Minister, to shed more light about the House of Representatives elections 2025. Ambassador Baioumy, good evening, sir.
Good evening. How are you?
How are you, sir? Ambassador Baioumy, how far the National Election Authority has succeeded actually to organize the rerun in the 30 constituencies whose results were annulled in the first phase of the House of Representatives elections 2025?
I hope all the best for it, and we want to encourage even our younger generation to participate, because if you do not participate, don't claim or criticize the government. You have the right to choose your representative in the parliament, and there they are questioning the government whether they are doing good or not. So it is a sort of encouraging process, and I recall when I was just young in the secondary school, my grandfather and my father were encouraging us to go and to see the operation, even before we have the right to vote. Then when we started to vote, and my relatively small city, Damietta, we were biased to certain families because they were good representatives of the interests of the Damiettians. We are a sort of industrialized city. We produce many things. We produce furniture. We produce sweets. We have tourism. We have fleet for fishing. Many things are in Damietta, so we have many interests in making sure that we are having the right government. The right government starting by going and give my vote. Now here we have two theories concerning the voting system.
Yes.
According to the Constitution. Some constitutions are giving us the right of voting. So I have the right to vote or not.
Indeed.
Some other constitutions are telling us that voting is a sort of your duty. And here is the position of our Constitution, that going and voting is a duty, and if you do not practice your duty, you pay a sort of penalty, small penalty, just to encourage you to go and to vote. Now here we are encouraging two categories of people, not only the old people, but I want the young people to see that they are, they have the say about the government. Second, the ladies. And since I was in the secondary school, we were having some debate whether the right of women to vote or not. That was in the 50s.
Yes.
The ladies did not have by that time the right to vote. And I was with the right of the women voting since I was just a young person.
Yes.
Now I am so proud of the practice of our ladies. We have many ladies, and I always say that some of them reached a level of practicing the political activities. Even some men cannot reach this. Talking here about people like Faiza Abu Naga, like Aisha Ratib, like Mushira Khattab, many ladies are really, we are proud of them.
Of course.
So let us vote, let us see, and we have to engage everybody in the process.
Yes. To what extent the participation of the voters from different generations actually could contribute in shaping the political future of the country?
It is very good, and I think it is a way to make every generation understand what is going on in our country. And I owe, as an old man, to explain to my sons and grandsons how things are going in our country, because we need the support of the mass, in order to make them participate in our development process. And really, I always have astonishing question from my grandsons or granddaughters, questioning what we are doing.
Yes.
It is our duty to explain to them. Here I claim to you that we are not doing fine concerning our mass media.
Yes.
We need a Minister of Information again. It's not a shame if we have a minister in the type of Abdul Qadir Hakim, those people who were, whenever they talk, we believe them. They gain our confidence.
Yes.
Now, it is rarely that you have somebody who can go on your screen and talk to the people, and especially the young people, what we are doing.
Yes.
And we have a lot to explain to them. Egypt is doing fine, really, in my opinion, politically fine, economically, and many countries are looking to us with high esteem.
Yes.
Look to what we did in the last few months, that tens of heads of states and kings came to Egypt to see Egypt, whether in the peace process, whether to participate in the opening of our new...
the Grand Egyptian Museum.
Yes. And then it is for the first time that the European Union invite a country at the presidential level and to direct what is going on in the relation between Egypt and the European Union. I was so proud of this. So we have now this sort of presidential activity, which is very active, and we are doing fine relatively in economy, because the whole world is not in good health concerning economy, except very few countries. Egypt is among those few countries who are doing fine.
Indeed.
But not fine enough, I know. We
want more.
Need classes, and it's my duty and your duty in order to help them, not only the government. So, can we explain this to the young people? And so on.
Sir, from your point of view, what could be the proper channels to involve the youth in the political life in Egypt, in understanding their duty towards their country by participating and being a part of the decision-making and the political life of their country? What could be the proper channels here to reach the youth?
By all means, and of course by the TV, by the broadcasting, and now we have a wonderful way, which is a Facebook.
Social media in general.
Social media. And I am proud to tell you that I have thousands of people following me. And I'm trying to do my duty, explaining whatever they are asking about. So things like that. And of course, I need a sort of a minister of information who can do the job also. And I want to encourage all our ministers to come and to face the camera and to talk to us. I don't see this the way I want to see. I want to confess something. I am not proud about it. I cannot tell you the names of 3 parties in our political life. I do not know 10 names of ministers. This is shame on us. We have to know better than that, and we have to have good participation better than that.
Yes. Ambassador Baioumy, how did you see the turnout of the Egyptian expatriates in the House of Representatives elections in the different phases?
I love it. I love it when I was working abroad, whether very far in Brazil or very near in Beirut. I make a point that I want every Egyptian to be in good contact with our embassy and our consulate. Because, not because we want him to pay taxes or to renew his passport. No. Many things, like I once received a letter from a lady living in Jordan. I was in Rio de Janeiro. And she said that she left Egypt to Jordan, marrying, and her father and her mother were dead. And then she is trying to find where is her brother. By the way, her brother was in Rio de Janeiro, and I met him. So I made this contact, or this connection between the brother and the sister. Yes. Something you cannot imagine. Also, I need them in order to vote, in order to participate in all our activities. And I want them to feel that I am there to serve them. I am the servant of my citizen abroad. Yes, and I was so glad that the television was showing us the people who were voting, and I have seen some colleagues doing their job abroad. And this is really something good, and we have to encourage it to continue, not only for election, but for the sake of the citizen himself. Indeed.
Ambassador Gamal Baioumy, former Assistant Foreign Minister, thank you so much, sir, for your precious input. Always a pleasure, sir. Thank you so much, and have a lovely evening. Our dear viewers, a short break, and after that we'll be back to continue our special coverage for the House of Representatives elections 2025.